Okay, in this session with TYPO3, we're looking at the news extension again, TT News. I'm going to be looking at creating a new news item in the back end and adding some basic, your heading, your text, and things like that, just to make sure that we've covered this. Okay, so if you haven't already done so, go to the TYPO3 back end for your system and log in. And then we'll start off from the beginning of that. So let's just flip over there. All right, so you've logged in to TYPO3. And the first thing we want to do is go to the folder, system folder, where our news items are going to be stored, or in some cases it's configured as a blog. So in the case of our demo site, it's called blog posts right here. And of course, it's a system folder, which means you want to be using the list module to view it. When you click on the folder name, and that'll bring up a list of some existing items in the back end. So let's pretend for a second that there's nothing there, in which case we would have two options for how to create a brand new news item or blog post in the back end of TYPO3. The first option is to go up to the top and here create a new record. And the second option would be to go down and click on the actual folder icon. Whoop, bring that back up. And click on new here as well. So we'll just do that one for now. We'll click on new. They both do the same thing. It's going to bring up a list of new records that we can add to the system. So we're going to click on news. Whether it's a blog or a news system, the way it's configured, it doesn't matter. You always click a news item that you want to select that. And that's going to bring up the back-end editing form for adding a new news record. First thing you need to note is that this icon up here has a little X in it. That tells you that the news record is hidden by default. That's just to keep things from being published to the live site before you're ready. You have to actually go in and make it appear, which means that you're ready for that to happen. So in this case, the first thing we need to do is add a title for our news record. This is going to be, let's call it demo article number 1. I'm going to want to publish this right away, so I'm going to make sure that hidden is taken off. I'm going to scroll down. Fields you don't have to fill in are author and email, but you may wish to do that. Subheader. This is the text that gets displayed on the site prior to reading the full article. And if you fill this in, this will be displayed on the main listing for the news or blog post. And then when they click read more or the news title, they'll see the full body of the text down here. So we can say this, let's just make sure we spell things correctly. So we're just going to do that. And we're going to come down here and inside this box, we're going to say so again, we're just putting in some simple text here right now. The next thing we can do is add keywords. This helps with searchability on the article and information in the site. I'm just going to call it demo test because you do kind of want to do that. The next thing you'll need to do, which is important, is go back up to the top and hit the Relations tab. And this is where you get to add specific categories to your news items, which allows people to pull out, use a category type menu where they can pull out all the articles related to tutorials or all the articles related to humor, those kinds of things. So you do want to select at least one category for a news item. And then of course you have the ability to add captions for your images and links related news items, and those are covered in later tutorials. Here we just want to create the very first brand new news article for the system. Once that's done, we can then click Save and Close Document. Oh, there we go. In this case, because we started by creating a new news item from this list of things that you can create, it brings us back to that page where we started from. To see the news item that you just created, you want to go back and click on the page title, blog posts. And here you can see demo article number 1. So the next thing we want to do is actually go and see that article published on the site. And to do that on this demo site, we're going to go to our home page, click on the icon, we're going to say show. It's going to open our new site. Okay, we're going to scroll down here, and here we go. Demo article number 1. Please read more. And here's the full article. Obviously, we didn't write a lot of text in it, so there it is. That's how you create a new news item in the TT News /blogging system. I hope this was useful, and we'll see you again soon.